get on that song with me was a blessing. But I actually do kind of a historical lesson on that song. Just in my verse, I'm talking about how the whole 40 Acres and a Mule agreement initially came up, and the field order 15 that Sherman had pronounced, and basically they were just trying to keep the industry going. You have to remember the South was a money-making machine, and this country was founded on the capitalism that was generated from free labor. So we talk about that on that song. We talk about the whole situation where young dudes like Trayvon Martin and Mike Brown and countless others that have fell victim to gun violence and police misconduct. We cover that on a song called "Shoot." That's also produced by Regg. We cover the healthcare industry. And like I said, I lost my mother to cancer. I got a front row seat and witnessed it firsthand. How you're praying as hard as you can, and you're trying to work as hard as you can with the insurance companies, and then you realize that the chips are stacked against you because again, it's an industry. It's based on capitalism, but it's masked as some sort of humanitarian effort. But at the end of the day, it's just like going to a restaurant. The more money you have, the better restaurant you're going to go to, So we tackle those kind of situations. A lot of people were surprised with the Jordan. I have a song called "Jordans and a Gold Chain," which is based on that the Nas the Nas line. I thought Jordans and a Gold Chain was living it up. I'll say it because I've had people actually take me to task on a song like that because I'm a huge. I grew up a big Michael Jordan fan who didn't, and I wear a lot of Jordan brand from sneakers, clothes, things like that. But I had to take a chance to even chastise myself on this project. There's enough blame to go around. There's enough self holding the mirror up to yourself that can happen on this project, and I definitely didn't want to ignore that situation. A lot of things that make me uncomfortable about the whole Jordan situation, so we cover that. And all kinds of stuff. Just the state of black people in general, the black community, that gets covered on songs like "Leaving You," which is basically a breakup song, but stating the reasons why you would have to leave a relationship and how it's unhealthy. And it's not necessarily saying leaving black people or leaving quote-unquote niggas. It's more about, hey, if you ain't going to love yourself, you damn sure ain't going to love me. And at some point, we got to improve our situation. So, but we cover a variety of topics, and I'm hoping that when people actually listen to it, again, I hope that it makes them really look around and analyze what's going on in their own lives.
Yeah, where can they listen to it?
Say again?
Where can they listen to it?
Okay, yeah, on www.readaforall.com. That's RETTAFORALL.com. We have the site up if you want to actually stream the music from that site, or you could go to SoundCloud and look up the Reader Project, or look up under Regg Henny, REGGHENNY. Just go to SoundCloud, go check it out. We also have a free download that's available on the Reader for All webpage. The free download of the entire project is actually available on the webpage right now. And we're going to have it up for a limited time. It's actually going to be, I think we're going to be shutting it down before the end of the month as far as the free download. And then the official release of the project, we'll have hard copies going to be available through the website and some of the other online retailers. And then we're also going to be having an iTunes release coming up. And the iTunes release is actually going to feature a couple songs that we actually initially left off. We wanted to make sure that those songs went on the actual physical copy release. I can't wait for people to actually hear them. So anyway, we're going to have the iTunes release is going to be coming up pretty soon. We're looking at June when the actual official release is going to be available. But right now it's available for free for everybody to check out and download on the Read It For All webpage.
Man, what's your opinion of the game right now as far as hip-hop music?
ProPoliticking.com.
So, I mean, as far as the music game is concerned and hip-hop music is concerned, I think too many older people take too much of a hard-line approach in critiquing, what young people is doing right now. I'm not even mad at it because it's a business. It's a business, and I think once you approach it from that standpoint, it gives you a little bit more understanding. Anytime you have any commodity that's being capitalized on, corporations always find a way to water it down and give you less while making you pay more. And think about it, like these kids ain't even buying hard copies of CDs nowadays. They're literally like paying for a download the same price they would if they bought a CD. So I mean, it's just corporations trying to make more money. You have artists who are, they're trying to capitalize on it too. They're trying to get, their pockets lined too. So, I mean, I'm not angry about the game at all right now. There's actually some pretty good music. There's, I listen to I like listening to Drake. I'm kind of limited on a lot of stuff. I'm a big Kendrick fan. I like these young kids called The Internet coming out of Los Angeles. So there's a lot of stuff that I actually do listen to right now. People get mad at trap music. We've always had some form of fashion of trap music and rap music coming up. So I mean, the game, it is what it is. It's a game. It's supposed to continue going on. It's supposed to change. It's supposed to evolve. It's just like the people that grew up, like myself, being Jordan fans. You want to critique Steph Curry, like. You know what I'm saying? Let these kids play. It's all good. But it doesn't mean that you stop doing what you're doing. If you got certain fundamentals and you got certain standards in music and you feel like it's not enough kids upholding that and keeping that tradition going, then maybe you need to turn your microphone back on. Maybe you need to turn your Pro Tools setup back on. And don't get mad at the business over whether or not you have an opportunities. You got to go out there and still do it. You know what I'm saying? You still got to go perform. You still got to do the same thing. And good music is good music no matter what. Good music, quality music, it doesn't change. It's always going to be there, and people are going to go looking for it. So put the work in, get the work done, and then and the people are going to, and they definitely going to come check you out.
So I would say, what would you say in store for you? Like, what are your goals for your career right now?
As far as music is concerned, again, my approach for music has never been from, I guess, a quote-unquote career standpoint. I'm one of those guys that if I feel like performing, I'll perform. If I feel like somebody asks me to perform, I had a couple invites on a few things just recently after we put the project out. And to be honest, I was just like, that's not the right format for what I'm trying to do. Especially when you look at where the event's going to be at, what type of event it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been one of them type of people. It's like, I'm not that artist. I don't, even with the videos, we already got video footage shot for one of the videos, and we got plans coming up for one of the other ones. And in conversations, I just had a conversation with John Gears about a month and a half ago, and we were talking about the video for 40 Acres of the Mule. And he asked me, he was like, I was telling him that him and Dami are going to do performance shots or whatever, and I let him know, and it's not something that I plan on doing for that, because I'm just not the video rapper, that kind of rapper or whatever. I don't come across well like that, I don't think. But I'm trying to do more along the lines of art pieces, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like cinematic kind of platforms as far as painting any pictures as far as the songs are concerned. So as far as the career is concerned and music is concerned, I'm always going to be recording somewhere for my own sanity. You know what I mean? I'm always going to be sharing it in some way or format or whatever, but it's, I don't sit there and predict anything as far as the career is concerned. I'm not going to sit here and go, I'm going to take over the world, because that's not my goal. That's if somebody is moved and they learn something from anything I have to say on a record, then I'm happy with that, man. I know it sounds like I'm setting the bar low, but I'm a different kind of artist when it comes to that.
I would say, what are your interests and hobbies outside of making music?
Huh?
What are your interests and hobbies outside of making music?
Outside of making music, I'm a born guy. I'm all about family, man. I'm really, really, at this point in my life, I'm all about what time can I spend with family. Things happen in life, and they really, really, they hit you hard, and you start to kind of take inventory of what's really important, what's not important. And I spent a lot of time out, and we were always at clubs and always performing, always on stage, and huge fights break out, and sometimes it would be exciting, like, it just got real, and then after it happens, like for a third or fourth straight performance, you're like, this is getting kind of old. I've been in fights at clubs and been young and turned up and all that, and you know what I'm saying? And am I old now? I'm old. So, you know what I'm saying? As far as my interests are concerned, outside of doing music, I'm kind of a nerd, man. I'm a born guy. I'm actually more into collecting comic books and toys and spending time with my family, and you know what I'm saying. But as far as what I have a lot of fun doing, I still have fun recording. Don't get me wrong. I still have a lot of fun recording music and coming up with stuff and the artistry behind it. I definitely do that. But I'm a different breed when it comes to all that, man. I really am not. I don't think I've ever been really a lot like a lot of the people that I've done music with or that I see doing music. I have a very different standpoint and approach about it. I got more people online thinking my name is Rita as opposed to Regg Henny, because I've been more promoting the idea and the acronym and the meaning behind the project, as opposed to promoting me, like saying, Regg Henny did this project. I always say we, to be honest.
All right. And what are some of your favorite books?
Oh, man. Right now I'm in the middle of reading, I got a collection of slave narratives that includes, like Frederick Douglass, his narrative. My dad actually brought me up on the Nat Turner narrative. I see that, I think it's Birth of a Nation. The Nat Turner story that Nate Parker is actually putting out. I see that they're getting ready to put that out right now. So I've always been a big fan of those type of autobiographical writings. So yeah, my wife just picked me up one that has like 4 different narratives in it. I just got my hands on the new Jim Crow, and just from what I've read so far, whatever, I really encourage a lot of people to really read it, because we have so many people that assume that we've come so far. Why are you complaining? And I'm like, nah, the times change, but people don't. And a book like that clearly, so many people that have come before that have had the same defenses and the same excuses. So I read, I know this ain't no big deal to people, but I just reread Moonwalker from 1988, but I just reread that. I kind of read just a bunch of different things. Obviously, comic books. My brother just got me on Old Man Wolverine, the story arc in Marvel, where so it's got Wolverine as Old Man, basically the title. So, but I read a lot of different things, man. What does Trump like to say? I have books. I got great books. I like to read a lot of books. So, But no, I normally keep